The global strategic landscape has been further complicated by a significant advancement in Iran's military capabilities, with Tehran announcing the development of a new Intercontinental Ballistic Missile (ICBM). According to Iranian state media, this missile possesses a range reportedly capable of reaching 10,000 kilometers, placing all of Europe and part of the United States within its strike distance for the first time in the nation's history. The announcement asserted that the missile is almost ready for service and represents a major leap beyond its previous medium-range system, such as the Khorramshahr 4, by featuring upgraded propulsion and multi-stage capabilities. This development is not just a technological achievement, but a powerful geopolitical statement, fundamentally altering the deterrence equation between Iran and the West. Tehran's unveiling of this strategic weapon is being interpreted as a direct response to recent admissions by U.S. President Donald Trump regarding direct American involvement in Israeli attack on Iranian targets. By demonstrating a credible long-range strike capability, Iran aims to create a new level of strategic ambiguity and raise the potential cost of any future military action against it. This escalation marks a dangerous new phase in the long-simmering conflict, pushing the region closer to a strategic standoff and complicating international efforts to contain Iran's military ambition. In the Middle East, questions about the United States' long-term strategic posture are growing following a report that Washington has explored plans for a large new military base situated along the border between Israel and Gaza. The proposed facility would reportedly be capable of housing thousands of American troops, a move that would signal a monumental shift in U.S. policy and a deeper, more permanent military footprint in the volatile region. According to the report, the plans were developed with a degree of secrecy, with some Israeli military officials said to have been unaware of the full scope of the proposal. The emergence of this information coincides with the opening of a U.S. coordination center in Kiryat Gat, a city in southern Israel, which is intended to facilitate ongoing talks about the future stabilization of Gaza. The concept of a major U.S. base in such a sensitive location raises profound questions about Washington's future role, whether it be in peacekeeping, security oversight, counterterrorism, or logistic or humanitarian aid. Such a deployment would fundamentally alter the security architecture of the region, carrying immense implications for Israel's security, Palestinian sovereignty, and the reaction of neighboring Arab states and Iran. It suggests a potential move by the new U.S. administration toward a more direct and forceful role in managing the outcome of regional conflicts. Meanwhile, tensions along NATO's eastern flank continues to simmer as the war in Ukraine repeatedly spill over into the territory of the alliance. Romania's defense ministry confirmed that a Russian drone crashed on its territory near the village of Grindu, located just 5 kilometers from the Ukraine border. The incident occurred during a wave of overnight Russian strikes targeting Ukrainian port infrastructure on the Danube River. Romanian military radar systems detected multiple groups of drones approaching its airspace, prompting air defense units to be placed on high alert. However, officials stated that adverse weather conditions prevented the deployment of fighter aircraft to intercept the threats. This event marks another serious violation of NATO airspace, following a similar incident 2 months prior and other airspace breaches that have occurred in Poland and Estonia. These repeated incursions, even if accidental, test the alliance response protocol and escalate the risk of a direct confrontation between Russian and NATO forces. The incident forces a constant state of high alert along the border and increase the pressure on NATO allies to bolster their air defense capabilities against the persistent threat of drone and missile spillover from the conflict next door. The challenge of responding to aerial threats has also exposed potential weaknesses within NATO's internal security procedure. Belgium has faced public criticism for its failure to deploy its own specialized anti-drone police unit during a series of recent incidents involving unauthorized UAVs. Drones were detected flying in restricted airspace over critical infrastructure, including major airports and military bases, posing a clear security threat. Despite having a trained and equipped team specifically designed to neutralize such aerial threat, Belgian authorities instead turned to the broader NATO command structure for assistance. This decision has raised serious questions about the country's national readiness and the effectiveness of its domestic security protocols. The incidents highlight a critical dilemma for member states, whether to rely on national assets or integrated alliance-wide defense systems for localized threats. The reliance on NATO for what could be considered a domestic law enforcement or security issues suggests potential gaps in coordinations or a lack of confidence in national capabilities. A concern for the alliance, as it confronts the evolving and pervasive threat of drone technology being used by state and non-state actors alike. If you have made it this far, congratulations, you have unlocked the truth. I want to ask you a quick question though. As Iran developed ICBM capable of reaching the US mainland and America plans a permanent military base along the Gaza border, do you believe these actions will lead to greater regional stability or trigger a catastrophic escalation that could draw multiple world power into direct conflict? The convergence of advanced missile technology and expanded military footprints create a perfect storm where miscalculations could have global consequences. Iran missiles announcement directly challenged existing deterrence framework, while the US base represents a fundamental shift from diplomatic to boots on the ground involvement. The timing of both developments suggests deliberate strategic coordination that could reshape Middle East power dynamics permanently. And why? Join the debate. We want to hear your insightful opinions on where this is all heading in our community. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video, hit the notification bell, and most importantly, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.